Hello, I'm Chef Vivien, French chef. Today, cauliflower gratin, a traditional family recipe from France, from my youth, gratin de chou-fleur. With the bechamel sauce, one of the 5 mother sauce, and a nice white, firm, without any black dots, like this. Leaves we will remove and we can use for soup. You can make a kind of little stuff when it's bigger, and the very little ones you can leave them. All is eatable in a cauliflower, completely eatable. Today we'll use a pressure cooker, but you can use just water, boiling water. And the first step is to cook à l'anglaise, English style, which is meaning boiling salted water. We remove the hard center of the cauliflower this way. Voilà. Hop. So this you can throw away. And after you have access to all little trees. It's like little trees finally. It's a fantastic thing. Cauliflower, you can find other recipes. You can bake it full or half like this. You can make big steaks. There is many options, but today we make the traditional French one. To cook it à l'anglaise, I used to cut it in pieces. It will be faster. Voilà, in big trees like this. We call it in French, we have a word for this thing. This thing from this size, basically, we call this sommité. And we use it, we blanch them and we use it as a garnish in the velouté soup du Barry, which is the soup from cauliflower, and we put little pieces like this, and this we call it sommité, just for the story. So we use boiling water and salty. Now I will salt it, about 10 grams by kilo, by liter of water. Now you can as well steam. If you have steam oven, or if you have a steamer, rice steamer, instead of boil. But in this pressure cooker it will be very quick, about 5 minutes, and it will be done. I close my pressure cooker. I put, I don't know how you call this in English. In French we call it, in my family we call it bitonio. And when it will be making psh, 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 we will go for about 5 minutes. We will slow down the fire and go to 5 minutes. Now we need to make the bechamel, sauce bechamel, which is basically a roux. A roux, it's half butter, half flour. We start melting the butter. If you use pressure cooker, basically, meanwhile this is cooking, you have time to make your sauce bechamel, to preheat your oven, and all the recipe is done quickly. Okay. So I can add the flour. Now we cook the roux in order to change the structure of the starch from flour, and to make possible the thickness of the sauce. When you cook your roux, you need to mix it to make a homogeneous cooking process. When it's getting white, you can slow down the fire and cook it a little bit more more or less till a texture like sandy texture a bit, something like that. Now you will see some people sometimes which are cooking flour before putting the butter, melting the butter. So they just dry the flour. They make kind of toasting of flour before to make the roux. In a traditional way in the family, we used to do like this. It's time for milk in once. It should be cold milk if your roux is hot. If you make your roux before and it's cold, so your milk must be hot. Can be different temperature. I use a pan with open angles like this, and it's very comfortable after to cook and to have not sticking flour in the corner. But it's making pshit pshit like this. You slow down the fire, you save energy and time. Usually you put half. If you have till 10, your induction, you put 5. Medium fire. And we put 5 minutes. And it's the time we have to finish the sauce. It's more than enough for this volume. I will do a little gratin and keep half of my cauliflower for later, just as boiled. The sauce starts to be a little bit more thick. We can start to season it. Nutmeg, piment d'Espelette, or red hot chili pepper, or cayenne pepper. And now you see sauce starting to boil like this, start to make bubbles. So it's quite done. We cook a bit, 3 minutes. A bit of salt. I will put a bit of grated cheese. It's a French emmental. A bit inside the sauce, so it's still a bechamel with cheese, and keep the rest of the cheese to put on the top of my gratin. I have a cheesy bechamel. I need to taste the salt, the seasoning. It's okay. So we just wait for the cauliflower. We can put butter in the bottom of our form, mold. So I just take a bit of butter. Butter, in French we call it chemisé. So when you put some, for instance, butter and flour in your cake mold, before to put a cake, to make a cake, but in this case just butter. It will give a bit of taste and make that the gratin will not stick in your mold, so after when you wash it, it's easier. Time is over, so we take out the pressure. When you open, take care the steam is worse than fire. So you have a place here in the pressure. This is closed, you cannot open this way. So if you open this way, you open like this and do like that to don't take the steam in your face or in your hand. It's a little detail, but it's important when it's the first time you use it. And now we can check the cooking process. It's done, and I will put directly straight to the mold. We fill in the mold. I remember that my mother used to add some boiled potatoes, make a nice gratin where you have then carbohydrates and veggies. Half potato, half cauliflower. But for now it's just cauliflower. Now it's time for bechamel. On top. Some cheese on top. It's not obligation. You can just put bechamel. Cheese Gruyère, Comté, Beaufort, Parmigiano, or just French Emmental. Oven 220 degrees Celsius. If it's all more or less cold, but in this case I have all is hot. Bechamel is hot, cauliflower is hot. So just what I need to do is gratin. So in this moment I just need to put in grill for about 5-6 minutes, depend of your grill, in order to make gratin. Gratiner means to toast the top of something, of a dish. So my oven is hot. As you see, I put the grill in the highest position, and now I switch to grill. All the oven is hot, and I switch to grill, and I will put for 5 minutes. Gratin seems to be ready. The cheese is melt. It's a nice smell now in the kitchen of the toast cheese, and it's ready to enjoy in family. Now it's time to try. Ooh, it's very hot. We usually put the dish directly on the table, and after we say, all people say, c'est bon mais c'est chaud, or c'est bon mais c'est chaud, because all people burning his mouth. C'est bon mais c'est chaud. It's very tasty, but it's very hot. Don't forget to put a like and subscribe to this channel.